Hey guys, Jonathan was here for Darren's Plus Heart of the Jam Sports Show. How is it going? It is that time of week once again. It is time to take a look at the matchups for Week 2 in the 2017 NFL season. And in this video, we are going to take a look at the matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chicago Bears come in with a record of 0-1. They lost a tight one, a much more competitive game than I honestly thought it would be against the Atlanta Falcons last week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing their first game of the season. Of course, as we all know, their game against the Miami Dolphins that was scheduled for last week was moved to November due to Hurricane Irma, which really leads to some interesting things. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers only had 3 practices in 15 days because of Irma. So there's two ways to look at it. Are they refreshed? Are they ready to go? Have they had more time? Or are the Bears in a better position because they've already played a game and because their bodies are used to it and all that? It's going to be very, 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 very interesting to find out. Plus, you've got people like Jameis Winston, who did not play in the Buccaneers last preseason game, so he has not played in a little bit longer. Now, I do think that this Buccaneers team is very, very talented. I think that this is a playoff caliber team. And Tampa Bay, I do really like their talent. I'm Jameis Winston as a quarterback is really growing on me. Obviously, he had a monster year last year. I expect him to keep that up this year. Meanwhile, Mike Glennon played pretty well for Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon, by the way, a former Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He played pretty well last week against Atlanta. I will admit I watched a lot of that game, and I was fairly impressed. I'm still not ready to say he was worth all the money that the Bears threw at him, but I was pretty impressed with the way he played in that Atlanta game. Went 26-40 for 213 yards. By the way, in for Tampa Bay, he started 18 games and has not had a whole lot of luck. Didn't have a whole lot of luck in Tampa at that time, though. Not playing with the greatest of teams. But like I said, this Buccaneers team is a lot better. My thoughts on this Bears team, meanwhile, haven't changed a whole lot, even though they were pretty competitive against the Super Bowl champions last week. I still feel the same way. I still feel like this is eventually, at some point in time this year, Mitch Trubisky's team. And I don't think the time is right now, but I do think that this will be Trubisky's team at some point in time this year. And I think this for the Bears is more of a feeling what we have here. I know Tampa Bay is really, really ready to play some football. They are at home. You know that the fans in Florida are ready to see some football, get their mind off the damage caused by the hurricane. I think the Buccaneers will come out. I think they will play strong behind the strength of their fan base and of the Florida people. Plus, like I said, I think this team is just really, really good, and I don't feel any different about the Bears team after the way they played Atlanta. I've got Tampa Bay getting the victory on Sunday afternoon. By the way, we are already 0-1 on the week, as we did have Cincinnati beating Houston 13-9. Houston won that game on Thursday Night Football. We also went 10-5 last week. With all of that, we have a record of 10-6 on the year, 1,066 wins, 610 losses, and 5 ties. Don't forget to like the Jam Sports page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links as always are down in the description. And that is going to do it for me. I am Jonathan. Was up for Jam Sports, the Heart of the Jam Sports Show, and I will see you guys later.